The holographic transmission flickered to life in the United Earth Command Center, casting an eerie blue glow across the faces of the assembled officers. Commander Lisa Chen leaned back in her chair, barely suppressing a smile as the grotesque visage of Supreme Overlord Zekthara materialized before them. The alien's multiple eyes blazed with what it probably thought was terrifying fury. "Pathetic humans!" the creature shrieked, its translator struggling with the alien dialect. "Your millennium of peace has made you soft. The Zephyrian Empire declares total war upon your insignificant species." Lieutenant Kamal Hassan, sitting beside Lisa, couldn't help himself. A small chuckle escaped his lips, which quickly turned into full-blown laughter. The sound echoed through the command center, and soon other officers were joining in. Even Lisa's composure cracked, and she found herself grinning widely. Did he just threaten us?" Lisa managed between giggles, wiping a tear from her. Oh, this is rich." The alien overlord's face contorted in confusion. "You dare mock the might of the Zephyrian fleet? We possess 10,000 warships. Our weapons can crack planets." 10,000? Kamal stood up, still chuckling. "That's adorable. Lisa, didn't we decommission about 50,000 ships just last year because we were running out of storage space?" Lisa nodded, pulling up a holographic display. 53,000 to be exact. We kept them for scrap metal. She turned to the alien transmission with mock seriousness. "I'm sorry, Supreme Overlord. What was your name again?" "Zekthara, right. You see, we've had 1,000 years of peace not because we became weak, but because everyone else learned to leave us alone." The alien's confidence wavered visibly. "Impossible. Our intelligence reports show you have no active military." "Oh, that old thing?" Lisa waved dismissively. "We dissolved the military 800 years ago. Waste of resources, really. But don't worry about that." Kamal walked over to another console, his fingers dancing across the controls. "You know, what the funny thing is, Zekthara, during our peaceful millennium we never stopped innovating, we just redirected our focus. What he means," Lisa continued, "is that every human child learns basic physics in school, the kind of physics that your species apparently never figured out." She gestured to the display showing Earth's orbital defense platforms. "See these? We call them weather satellites." "Weather satellites," the alien repeated skeptically. "Absolutely. They control our weather patterns, ensure perfect growing conditions, prevent natural disasters. Very peaceful applications." Lisa's smile turned predatory. "They also happen to be capable of channeling stellar energy into focused beams that can vaporize anything within a 50 light-year radius, but that's just a side effect of the weather control technology." Kamal pulled up another display. "And these mining operations on Jupiter's moons? Completely civilian. We're just harvesting helium-3 for our fusion reactors." He paused dramatically. "The fact that we produce enough antimatter as a byproduct to fuel 10,000 planet-killer weapons is purely coincidental." The alien overlord's multiple eyes were now wide with what might have been fear. You're bluffing." "Am I?" Lisa stood up, her casual demeanor never wavering. "Tell me, Zekthara, what's the most advanced weapon your species has ever created?" "Our plasma cannons can melt through 10 meters of hardened steel." "Impressive," Kamal said with genuine appreciation. "Our construction crews use similar tools for building projects, though I think their plasma cutters might be a bit more powerful than yours." Lisa activated another display, showing a construction site on Mars. "You see that new city we're building? Those construction mechs are about 3 times the size of what you're probably calling battleships, and they're operated by civilian contractors who consider this a boring day job." The alien was silent for a long moment. "This cannot be true. If humans possess such power, why haven't you conquered the galaxy?" "Because," Lisa said simply, "we don't want to. We spent our first few millennia fighting each other, and frankly it got old. War is inefficient. It's wasteful. It's boring." She leaned forward. "But that doesn't mean we forgot how to do it." Kamal brought up a star chart. "Let's see. Zephyr Prime is your home world, right? Nice planet. I see you've got about 12 billion inhabitants there. How do you know that? Zekthara demanded. Oh, we've been monitoring everyone for centuries. Peaceful observation, you understand. Part of our early warning system. Lisa's tone remained conversational. The thing is, if you really want to declare war on humanity, we can have your entire fleet disabled in about... Kamal, what's your estimate? Accounting for light lag, maybe 6 minutes, but that's if we're being thorough and non-lethal. If we just wanted them gone... He shrugged. 30 seconds? The alien overlord was now visibly trembling. You're lying. This is impossible. You know what? Lisa said, her voice taking on a dangerous edge for the first time. I'm getting a little tired of being called a liar. Kamal, why don't you show our new friend what one of our weather satellites can do when it's having a particularly cloudy day? Kamal grinned and input a series of commands. There's a nice little uninhabited asteroid about a light year from your position. Perfect for a demonstration. On the display, they watched as a beam of concentrated stellar energy lanced across space. The asteroid, roughly the size of a small moon, simply ceased to exist. The silence that followed was deafening. Now, Lisa said pleasantly, did you want to reconsider this whole war thing? Because honestly, we were just getting comfortable with our peaceful existence, and I'd hate to have to dust off the old playbooks. The alien transmission flickered as Zekthara stammered. The Zephyrian Empire wishes to formally extend diplomatic relations with the human species. Much better, Kamal said with satisfaction. We'll send you our trade agreements. I think you'll find our terms very reasonable. As the transmission ended, Lisa turned to Kamal with a genuine smile. You know, I was starting to think the 1,000-year peace might actually last forever. Where would be the fun in that? Kamal replied, already pulling up the files on humanity's mothballed war machines. Besides, it's been a while since we had a good reason to take the kids on a field trip to see the old museum pieces. Lisa laughed, remembering the vast fleets that slumbered in the outer system, waiting patiently for a day that would hopefully never come. But if it did, well, humanity would be ready. After all, 1,000 years of peace didn't mean they'd forgotten how to remind the universe why that peace existed in the first place.